Hello everyone. I thought I'd pop on here and share an oracle message that I received with all of you. This was channeled through me from the spirit of Gaia and Source. And so I want to share it with you because it's a very beautiful message and it's very poignant at this time. So it was two cards that I received, and they are Magic and the Child. So I don't know if you can see them. The Child. So what's happening is Spirit, the universe, Gaia, is really encouraging us right now to tap into our inner child, the spirit of our inner child, who we were before we grew up. And the reason why this is so important is because, first, Spirit wants us to understand that the essence of a child, symbolically and literally, has to do with the purest expression of our life force in this body. When we were new, when we were fresh, who we were before we were conditioned and groomed to be adults by adults, right? Who we were in our purest essence. There's so much magic, vitality there, so much energy, right? So, and then when we think about inner child, we think of innocence, curiosity, wonder, playing, creativity, fun, imagination, presence, and belief, right? Belief in magic. And so those are just a few characteristics. There's so many, but what Spirit really wants me to emphasize right now in this message is presence, play, innocence, and belief. When we were children, we were in the moment. And being in the moment is when you're truly alive. And it is a very poignant, powerful, pivotal time, because that's the only time you have the power to do and change something, create something. So it's the purest form of vitality being channeled, embodied. And Spirit says that there's magic all around us as we're creating all the time. We've just forgotten that that's what this energy is. All this creation. Yes, there's science backing it up, but there's a consciousness underlying all things. And so they want to say that childhood essence and innocence is the purest and strongest type of magic. And they are telling me to call it inner child magic. Even in the most mundane levels, but even in the magical realms, they are calling us in to connect with the child. And in order to see and or work with this type of energy or magic, we really need to do that. We need to align with it. And some of us can do that very easily, and that's so great. And just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Don't judge yourself. You are in alignment with Spirit. You are expressing Spirit in purest form. So you are getting a big high five for that. But some have a harder time getting into that childhood state, that sense of fun. And it's harder because there are some emotional blocks that have naturally developed growing up, which is most of us. And it's just a matter of clearing them out so that we can come back and tap back into this purest frequency of childhood. And most of us have dealt, this is not saying that. And it's just important to remember, this is not about calling anybody out or anything. We've all dealt with some type or level of trauma regarding grief, disappointment, judgment, abandonment, loss, rejection. These are all challenges that we've all gone through as lessons in life. These things, these feelings, these happenings, whatever you want to call it, were absorbed and internalized from our environment. Our environment was reflecting and projecting back to us. So, but now as adults, Spirit is saying it is time. It is time to heal the inner child. It is time to tap back in And this doesn't mean, so don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean abandoning your responsibilities and throwing caution to the wind at all. This is always about balance, always. Always about balance, but it's about being an adult while still allowing the child to come out and play. And to sometimes let your inner child guide your day from time to time. And now if you're already a parent, this is about allowing your child, your real child, to guide the day from time to time and bring a sense of fun and spontaneity and break up the routine. I'm also getting the message to let your child be who they are. We are being lovingly urged to recapture our sense of wonder, to our sense of curiosity, our sense of self, and our belief that magic is a part of our natural life. It is a most crucial time right now to be present with ourselves, with others, and just life in general. For those of you who already believe in magic or work with the energies, already know that magic doesn't just work without belief. Intention and thought precedes all physical manifestation. This has already been a scientifically proven fact. It is out there, but that's not the point here. The point here is the actual energy that needs to be nurtured and expressed is love and joy. The world needs it so badly right now. Right now, in order for the world to change, we need to change the energetics first in order to see real, stable, and lasting results, lasting change for the better. This is the secret to real, lasting manifestation. This pure, childlike frequency, this spark of life allows us to clear out our energy field from the heart space and to magnetize all that we need and want to create the world or our life in the way that we would love to see it. Spirit says that this is the most powerful way to manifest and co-create a life that we love to live. And this can even come down to just allowing ourselves to dream without judgment, to allow our imagination to run wild with what we desire, with what we want to see in our life happen. Do not limit your imagination, and do not limit the power of your imagination. This pure frequency is inside of all of us, underneath all the layers of gunk connected to the traumas, the hurts, the pain, and the memories that have haunted us. It is time to release them, to come back to who you are. Take a few moments, either now or today or in the next few days, to ask two very important questions of yourself privately. When you have the time, when you can be quiet, when you can be still, when you can be alone. So it's two questions. Question one: what did I love doing as a kid? Question two: who was I as a child before the world told me who to be? Allow the answers to come without forcing them. This is your pure frequency. The answers that you receive are your pure frequency, your innate uniqueness that carves your unique life path. Underneath all the judgments, the shame, the sadness that we all carry that blocks us from this pure, unadulterated fun and freedom to just be. Just tap into that level of comfort of being that small little child that just wants to express itself in the world. And you will see that over time, this will be nurtured and developed and blossom into a higher, more pure expression of who you are. And it will make you happy, I promise. And the more we allow ourselves to be comfortable with who we truly are, we are in the flow of abundance, of joy, of miracles. Magic truly unfolds. Like, I'm not just saying that to sound like a hippie. Like, I have seen it in my own life. I've witnessed it. I've witnessed it in other people who have followed this very simple way of being. I'm a witness, and I want you to be a witness. Watch it happen for yourself. I want you to watch yourself connect back into your heart, and you will be so thankful for your life. And this will breed even more and more and more beauty. So, and I just want you to understand, this is not just coming from me. This is Spirit is wanting me to say this stuff, because the next thing that they want me to tell you is very important. I did not come up with. They told me, and they wanted me to integrate it myself and then share it with others. So this is what they want you to understand. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes. It's very simple. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow it in. You are innocent. You are worthy. You are enough. Allow that to sink in. You are innocent. You are worthy. And you are enough. And some of you, I already know, I can sense it, and I've been told just now. Some of you are thinking, oh boy, that's some hippy dippy shit. And a part of me says that too. But Spirit asks all of us to drop our cynicism and just allow, because that cynicism isn't bringing us any closer to joy. Think about that. You are innocent, you are worthy, you are enough to create and make it happen. And the more you do it, you will see improvements in your life. It's very simple. Life doesn't have to be complicated. This is a simple way to start creating a life that you love. So simple. There's steps. Nothing has to be overwhelming. Just accept that you are innocent, you are worthy, and you are enough. And personally, I just want to share, for the purpose of this video, that I have done a lot of inner child work, a lot of inner accepted and forgiven. The more miracles I have seen in my life. I don't go around sharing them with everybody, but I'll share a couple with you, just to illustrate my point. I've been able to heal my back pains quite a few times, where I was almost practically I couldn't move. I've been able to heal that just by simply addressing what my body wanted to tell me. And my body was telling me I needed to address some childhood issues, some anger, sadness. And as soon as I was clear on what it was that I needed to address, the pain would go away. That's one example. Another example is that I have been diagnosed with asthma since I was in the 3rd grade. And I don't like to say that I have asthma, because I don't allow my illness to define me. And on top of that, I have been able to cure my asthma almost completely, through healing the anxiety that I have held within my body, the anxiety that I wouldn't even say developed, I would say absorbed from my environment and the people around me, and then developed. As soon as I was able to clear a lot of that anxiety that I was holding onto that wasn't even mine, I started to begin to see huge changes in the way I breathe. And I'm still releasing a lot, so it's not completely eradicated, but that is my intention, for it to be gone. As soon as all my anxiety is gone, I know that it will be gone too. So that's just a personal share, but it's just an example to show you that the power of healing our childhood blockages. Everybody can do this. I took a leap of faith. I took a leap of faith in believing that I have the power to heal, that the universe wants me to heal. And I always try to see the world through child's eyes. The more I clear my vibration, the more magic and beauty and abundance I see in my own personal world, the more miracles I see in my own world, and the more beauty I see around me in the world, despite all the suffering. I'm not immune to it, but I can pull myself out of it and see the beauty counterbalancing it. And you can too. So why is this message coming now? Why is this message now? Why do we receive magic in the child? Inner child magic. Why? Because they say that this connects to the world right now. This connects so much to what's going on in the world right now. How so many of us have lost our way. So busy trying to be something, accomplish something, to be an adult, to make our way in the world, and whatever other reasons, or just reacting from a place of pain. Now is the time to heal, especially with the current events happening. And there's quite a few happening right now. Like, we all know about what's going on with COVID. We all know what's going on with Black Lives Matter. Some of us know what's going on with child sex trafficking, which is another reason why this message is so important about healing the inner child right now. So during this time of great upheaval, because that's what it is, chaos, crisis, and just plain negativity, fear, and hatred that is starting to bubble up to the surface. All this is going on, but despite all of this, if you look hard enough, you will see and notice that there are still signs, there are still nudges, there are still glimpses and small windows of opportunity for us to see the beauty around us, to see the opportunities there for us to head in a new, better direction, and to come into alignment of what was prior to that has to be equally as big. So think about that. How big are these changes? Life 2020 is crazy, but just look at the fact that as big as these changes are, how big that stuff is. Now the pendulum has to swing all the way back equally as big and as beautiful and as positive. That is a law. That is a law of nature. It is a cosmic law. That is not something I'm making up. So remember that. Spirit wants you to remember that and really understand that. Integrate that understanding for your own well-being and faith. These are actual mechanics we work with. And while we can't control the bigger pictures of these mechanics, we can control our responses. And we are being lovingly invited to do so. Remember magic. Child, coming back to this place of pure innocence, to this belief in magic, childhood magic, we are being lovingly invited to come back to our essence, our magic, our childhood magic. Who told us this isn't real? Adults. And what are adults doing? Us adults, we're fucking up the world. Just think about that. What did we lose? Not to say that children should run the world, but there's always a healthy balance. So we are being given this opportunity to choose love over fear and anger. To choose love over fear and anger. We have the power of choice. It is our free will to choose love and joy over fear and anger, no matter what's going on around us. Nobody can take that power away from us. We have the right to choose now to adapt and recreate and redirect and come into alignment with our dreams and goals that we had as children or as young adults or now. And it's just as simple as taking the first step to healing our childhood issues, our childhood wounds, if you haven't already. And if you have, hey, you're pretty much in alignment with your child, and I say, yay! But just keep being that child. Use that magic, that pure essence. And if you haven't done the work yet, Spirit is urging you to lovingly take this opportunity to do so, to forgive others and forgive yourself for whatever you've held on to that has not allowed you to completely love yourself and love life the way a child does. Yeah, there's a massive amount of energy going on right now, and it's being drudged up. You can create whatever you want from it. How can you transform it to work for your advantage? To the advantage of the whole world. Because when you're in alignment and when you're in joy, you're actually healing the world. When you heal yourself, you're healing the world. You're healing the people around you because your responses change. So this restructuring that's coming into your life, embrace it with a sense of optimism and faith. They want to let you know that we have the tools, we have the resources to create our life. All we need is the belief. Form follows thought. Have faith in order to create magic in your life and the lives around us as it emanates and ripples out. Spirit is asking us to see the world with new eyes, because only new eyes can create a new world. So, anytime you feel like saying, I can't do this, I'm not enough,